All right, in this RenderNow video, we are going to look at a couple recent updates with some new things added. So this is middle of May in 2025. And so we had just added some new things. We're going to look at some updated outdoor space, new plants and trees and different items with foliage that you can add in, and then some new chairs and templates with chairs that you can add in as well. So let's look at all three of these items here. So first off, the new outdoor space, you go into Add Objects, and it will default to Venues. And there have been two tent spaces that you could drag out, but now there's a third one called an Outdoor Scene, which is a similar thing to these, except it does not include any tent, so it's kind of like an open space. So if you drag this onto your scene, it's automatically going to pop up this window to tell you that it's going to remove the current room that's in your scene. So I'm just going to enter. And then right here, I have this open space. So it's just some trees, kind of simplified, but you can add whatever you want basically into this scene. And so from here, we'll look at some additional trees and things that you can add now. So if I go and do plants, we have a full tree item here that you can add. You can scale it up and rotate it to be, that looks kind of crazy, to be smaller or larger. You can use this thing to scale it. I could zoom into it as well to orbit around it and scale it up or down and change. Maybe I just want to change the height of it, so I can change the height of it right here. And then I can duplicate it, move a new one over here, maybe rotate it and scale it up or down and kind of make a whole scene if you wanted to that way. So you can kind of just add in all these new objects. All of these right here are new. So you could do a different sort of climate as well with some palms, larger palms, and some different foliage as well here. So I'm just dragging these in, and I'm right clicking on my mouse to cancel them if I don't want to use them there. But with some of these new plant items, you could create foliage walls. So I could add this a bunch of times. Maybe you, again, rotate them and scale them to make them look a little bit different. And this will allow you to kind of create a number of different options for scenes that way. And then we'll go ahead and look real quick at a template and then some new seating options as well. So if I go into chairs first, we have a number of new chairs that are added in here in the beginning. These are more slimmer chairs than what we had before. So you can use these for theater seating options. And the first option here is a group of chairs that are automatically put into a row. So this is kind of nice because then you can just create a row from here. So I can use this, I can click on it and then actually just drag, if I drag in a new item here, it will replace that chair. So if I go in here, maybe I want to replace it with this item or this one or this one, I can quickly do that. And then you can just duplicate the one that you like. And again, with groups, you can remove any items that you don't want. So if you don't want this many chairs, I could just drag over them like this. Maybe I can delete those. I can hit open all groups and maybe you want every other, or if you just want to space them out differently, you can do that as well. Cool. So again, play around with those and you can, again, easily change any of these chairs really quickly. We have some clear chairs here, bar stools, different types of chairs. And in the tooltip, they say what chair it is and what vendor it's from as well. Okay, and lastly, we also added a new template to kind of go with this theme. So there's just one right now, but it's in the beginning here under minimal. And if I drag this in, it gives a whole setup that could sort of be used as a wedding setup, but you can edit each individual item here and change them as you need. So maybe I want to go in and adjust the color of all these items. I could go ahead and do that and do whatever you need there. So one last thing to note about this outdoor scene is that when you use the venue room intensity, it then will change the overall lighting of the whole space. So basically it can change it from a night scene to a day scene. So you're basically just adjusting the angle of the sun in this scene. Cool. So that is it. And thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.